I want to talk about deception. Deception comes in many shapes and forms. So, a quick shout out to Paul Begley because he's one of the biggest deceptions and actors out there. All right, we see where Yeshua, Jesus Christ, was speaking to the people in Matthew, and he said, if it wasn't for the elect, let all those be deceived, because even Satan could be an angel of light. Then, all right, we see in Corinthians, 2 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 14 and 15, where it also states that if Satan can turn into an angel of light and fool those, all right, so can his ministers also be those of righteousness. So, what is that saying? That said there's going to be a great deception in the land. That the angel of light that came, that was forewarned 2,500 years ago before Ibn Abdullah Muhammad got prophesied by Gabriel, that was a trick. He had let the people know. He had talked to the lady at the well and said, you are a Samaritan. You worship other gods and idols. She was a nomad. Those were the nomads. And Yeshua told her, you guys are going to die and get fooled. And he told her all her life and all this other stuff. She still didn't believe. So this is the weaving out. So either you get weaved out with righteousness or you get weaved out with the perception of something that actually isn't. Because when you're on the straight path, you're on that path. You don't stray to the left and you don't stray to the right. You stay on that path day and night. And that's keeping it real. So if you can't stay on that path and just stray to the left over here with the Gabriel thing, because Satan fooled you and was an angel of light. Now, if you go back and you look, Gabriel ain't never sat down and gave no. God only came down and talked to the prophet at that time who was prophesying to the people, all right, and gave them the commandments. And never was an angel. An angel will come and prophesy what God said and what was to be. But we already know that there was only 2 laws written. And with those laws written, how did it go? The Old Testament with Moses when he was up in the mountain, and then the New Testament with Yeshua being born of the Holy Spirit that came and died as a cross for all that sacrificing and all that other stuff, so that way we can just ask for forgiveness, because he spoke about the temple coming down and our bodies being the temple. And if we believed and that the Holy Spirit revive inside of us, and thus that we can do all of those things that he did and see the truth, because we knew the truth, because we became part of that truth or are of that truth and recognize that truth. So with that being said, what do we have? We have a lot of deception in the land. Not knocking anybody. If that's what you want to do and you believe in Muhammad, you believe that it strays to the left over here, but there's no genealogy that's going down to that marks it with the tribe of Judah. Now, we already know that, my brothers and sisters that are of Ishmael, the Ishmaelites, they know they came from Hagar. They accept that they deny the Hagar seed, and that following when they come over to Jacob, they get that double portion of that promise. So it doesn't mark anybody out. It's about what you believe and how you are of in righteousness, without any whitewashing, because God is a jealous God. All right. Look at the etymology of the words, the origins, and who came from where. If you think you're more important than somebody else, look at the etymology of who you are. You can't be too much more important if your race was created out of something. That's technically you putting yourself down by putting those people down. And you have to learn how to accept the truth in order to know the truth and be a part of that truth in order, you know what I'm saying, to have that kingdom of heaven that is eternal. So understand that there were scriptures and scrolls that were written a long time ago that let you know about the angel and deception of Satan becoming an angel of light. And the ministers that are out here that are prophesying and preaching and being the greatest actors and the Oscar winners, performers of YouTube that go and they talk and do all this stuff to fascinate those who follow them are the bad roots, and they're of that. So what they're of is just more room for many of God's children to come into heaven. So that is the weaving out, because what you accept and what you believe means is what you're a part of. And if you have someone like Paul Begley that is out here just doing all God knows what's up, and he's doing for the money, where's the righteousness? Has this man done anything for anybody? Have you seen him do anything anywhere? No. You've seen him take a lot of vacations, do a lot of bragging, talking about all this other stuff, and bragging and boasting is not of God. sitting down with the quasars and the stars is not of God. Even it said in the Tower of Babel in the book of Jasher that God looked and seen the curiosity of men and seen what it was going to turn into, so he knew he had to build on and stretch out the heavens. It tells you that. So every time they find another star, it means that the more the technology grows on, you just got to create more stars. So it's all a deception for those who are not of God and don't believe, and people don't see it. So it is what it is. Open up your eyes and be blessed and see that, there was an angel of light that came and woke up the land that was a part of the weaving out the good roots of the bad rock roots. That was Satan. All right, you always stay on that one path of whatever Yahweh, the one true God, with the old and the new, so we all could be saved and all be one that believe in the righteous way, not all these other ways.